Hello there, this is Shawn 1113, your host for the Shawn 13 podcast show. Thank you for listening, wherever platform you may be, wherever you're listening to. And please don't forget to follow and like and give us 5-star rating for this content and this podcast. Now with all that, the NBA playoffs and the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs. First of all, I'm going to go to the Eastern Conference. Congratulations to the Boston Celtics and Miami Heat. Going to the Eastern Conference Final. I'm gonna put my picks in a moment, and then the Western Conference. Dallas and Golden State. Congratulations to them. But I got a question. What in the world happened to Phoenix last night? I, 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 I'm like, if Phoenix fans can figure out what happened to their team last night, let me know. I don't think they were even in the arena last night. Dallas was. Period. I mean, I don't know what else to say about that. Dallas looked like a pro team. Phoenix looked like more of a college basketball team. I'm sorry. I mean, that's all I can say about that. Anyway, let me make my picks for the NBA. Dallas. Uh, got brain fart. Dallas and Golden State. I'm sorry. It's early in the morning when I'm recording right now. Dallas and Phoenix for the Western Conference Championship. Pretty much most likely the favorite is going to be Golden State. I'm going to pick Golden State. But uh, but if Luka has that kind of performance for Dallas, you never know. But I'm picking Golden State over the Dallas to make it to go to the Western Conference and the NBA Finals. In the East, Boston and Miami. I'm a Miami Heat fan. I'm not going to make any secret about that. I'm picking Miami, but I do like both Boston and Miami, basically. And like I said, the one star that has really benefited from these playoffs is Jason Tatum of Boston. And when he goes off, Boston usually wins their games. And, you know, Marcus Smart shows up or Jalen Brown shows up, and they're well coached. But so are the Miami Heat. And I'm going to pick Miami to beat Boston and go to the NBA Finals. That's in my opinion on that one. NHL Stanley Cup playoffs are now set to semifinals. In the West, St. Louis and Colorado. I'm picking Colorado. This is the potential trap series for Colorado if they're not careful. But St. Louis has nothing to lose. They're going to fight. They're going to fight like hell. But at the end, Colorado will win that series. Edmonton and Calgary, very interesting series. It can go either way, but I'm picking Edmonton over Calgary in a very close one. In the East, New York Rangers and Carolina. Another this is potential another trap series for Carolina, the favorite, over the Rangers. The Rangers proved that they belong in the Eastern Conference semifinals. But I'm picking Carolina over the New York Rangers. It would not shock me if the Rangers won that series as well. But I'm picking the Rangers. And then finally, Tampa Bay and Florida. Yes, I did pick Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay to win the first round, and they did. But I think Florida will win this series. And I know Tampa Bay may win this series, but they're going to beat the drum by Florida. I'm saying that right now, right here, Florida will beat Tampa, will dethrone Tampa Bay out of the Stanley Cup in probably 6 or 7, in my opinion. And there's a whole bunch of sports going on: French Open tennis, Premier League soccer, football matches coming down to the last game between Liverpool and Manchester City next week. UEFA Champions Cup. I mean, there's so much. There's so much in April and May. And then I almost forgot the NFL schedule. Very interesting. And I'm gonna get more about that in the next podcast. I promise you that. I gotta tell you, the one game I am definitely looking forward to is the opening game between Buffalo and Los Angeles. I can't wait for that game on Thursday night. And then there's a whole bunch of games. Like I said, I gotta read a lot of this, some of this, to make sure. Of course, the Seattle game against Denver on that Monday night, September 12th. The, that first week alone, Raiders and Chargers. There are a whole lot of games. My goodness, I mean, I it's going to take me a while to read them and examine all of this stuff. And by the way, not far from now, college football season will be upon us pretty soon. I think people almost forgot about that. There's a place. After the USFL still exists. Do they? If it is, nobody's. I'll be perfectly honest. I don't think too many people are watching, if anything. In my opinion, which is actually too bad. We'll see what the XFL does next year. But that is the Shawn 1113 podcast show. Sorry about that. My apologies. Also, it just my mind was a little distracted here or there. But hopefully, I'll do better next time. Thank you for listening, wherever platform you may be listening to this content. And please, as always, stay encouraged no matter what.